In a tense courtroom drama that has now captivated the public eye, Dolton's embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard was once again summoned to Cook County Court, facing serious legal consequences. The issue at hand was her failure to meet a critical deadline set by Judge Cecilia Horan, which involved signing liquor licenses necessary for a local business to operate. Despite numerous attempts by business owners to get the necessary paperwork signed, Henyard's delay pushed the situation into a legal battleground, culminating in a contempt charge. The courtroom on that fateful Friday was charged with tension, as the mayor's failure to comply with the court's instructions for signing the licenses was scrutinized. The plaintiff, local business owner Tiffany Henyard, had already expressed her frustration, stating that her restaurant, St. Patrick's, a family-owned establishment, had been delayed far beyond the initial timeline. "This should have been over in November," Henyard said, with a mixture of disbelief and disappointment. Her words echoed throughout the room, emphasizing the hardship that had been caused by the mayor's delay. Henyard's business, which included both a restaurant and a banquet hall on Lincoln Avenue in Dolton, had been waiting for the signatures necessary to open its doors. But without these vital licenses, the business could not operate, and the delay had significant financial consequences. The legal action taken by Henyard against Mayor Henyard became a fight for not just legal rights, but also for the business's survival. With each passing day, the delay caused more harm, both financially and emotionally, as Henyard watched her dream of opening a family-run business be held hostage by political red tape. Judge Cecilia Horan, in her attempt to break the impasse, had set a strict deadline for the mayor to sign the necessary documents by 5 p.m. Thursday. However, that deadline came and went without any movement from Henyard. As the clock ticked down and the pressure mounted, Henyard's legal team was left with no choice but to return to court. When Henyard finally signed the documents on Friday, Judge Horan did not let her off the hook easily. The mayor was found in indirect criminal contempt, a serious charge that indicates her disregard for the court's authority and her failure to comply with its orders. Despite the gravity of the charge, Henyard was not immediately taken into custody, but the impact of the ruling was undeniable. The case had drawn attention to the broader issue of political accountability and the consequences of ignoring legal mandates. In court, Henyard's attorney, Adrian Vukovich, made it clear that the consequences of Henyard's actions were far-reaching. "We want her to be fined. We want her to pay attorney fees, and we want damages. She has hurt my client," Vukovich said, his voice rising with frustration. The statement made it clear that the issue was not just about signing a few documents. It was about the harm caused to a local business and the trust that had been broken by a public official. Vukovich's words also underscored the broader societal implications of Henyard's failure to act. "We are wasting money every day, taxpayers' money," he argued, highlighting the lost opportunity for local jobs and the negative economic impact on the community. In a small town like Dolton, where every business plays a crucial role in the local economy, such delays can be devastating. The delay had already cost Henyard valuable time and resources, not to mention the untold financial loss that came with it. The money spent on legal fees, the lost business revenue, and the wasted time added up quickly, leading to deep financial distress for the business owner. The legal battle also prompted further questions about Mayor Henyard's leadership. What could have prompted her to ignore the court's ruling? Was this a simple bureaucratic error, or was there something more deliberate at play? Henyard's defense attorney, Max Solomon, explained that the holdup was due to another entity being listed on the documents, which delayed the signing. However, this explanation did little to placate Henyard and her legal team. Solomon's statement, "It is very important for people to understand that the document signed today had another entity on there. That was the holdup," failed to account for the damage done by the delay, which had already stretched well beyond what could be considered reasonable. Despite Solomon's defense, Henyard's frustration remained palpable. She did not see the issue as one of simple paperwork. She saw it as a matter of trust and responsibility. "I lost time and money because of this delay," she said. Her words were not just a reflection of the financial strain, but also a deep sense of betrayal. As a business owner trying to make a positive impact on her community, She was now forced to fight for what she was legally entitled to. The situation had taken a toll on her personally and professionally, and she was determined to hold Mayor Henyard accountable for the consequences of her actions. In the face of such strong legal and emotional arguments, the question arises, what happens next for Mayor Henyard? The court ruling certainly won't be the last chapter in this saga. The contempt charge has opened the door to a series of potential consequences that could affect Henyard's future in politics. While she was not arrested, the damage to her reputation has been done. A public official found in contempt of court raises serious questions about their ability to lead and make responsible decisions. Henyard's credibility is now under scrutiny, not only in Dolton, but across the region. The consequences of this case could have far-reaching effects, influencing how other officials view their obligations to the court and the public. Moreover, the case has drawn attention to the challenges faced by small business owners in Dolton and similar communities. The legal battle is not just about one business owner's struggle, it is about the broader issues of accountability, fairness, and the treatment of those who rely on local government for their livelihoods. Business owners like Kamara are often caught in the crossfire of political battles, and this case has highlighted the need for a more transparent and responsive government that works in partnership with the community, rather than against it. As the dust settles on this courtroom battle, it remains to be seen what will come next for Mayor Henyard. Will she face further legal repercussions? Will she be forced to pay damages or fines, as Kamara's legal team has demanded? One thing is clear. The case has not only exposed serious flaws in Henyard's leadership, but has also sparked a broader conversation about the importance of political accountability and the need for local governments to respect the rule of law. It's a conversation that is far from over, and one that could shape the future of Dolton for years to come. In conclusion, the explosive court ruling against Mayor Tiffany Henyard for contempt of court serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of political negligence. For Tiffany Kamara and her family business, the legal battle may have been won, but the emotional and financial costs have been high. While Henyard has yet to face the full consequences of her actions, the case has put a spotlight on the need for transparency, accountability, and respect for the law in local government. As this case continues to unfold, it will likely serve as a warning to other public officials about the serious repercussions of disregarding the court's authority and the trust of the people they serve.